And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Dan Who Live, where we are 1 week away from San Diego Comic-Con, which is the biggest set of reveals of the year. This is like the toy Christmas. We get all the reveals, not just from Hasbro, but lots of other places. But today, we're going to do what we do best and talk Marvel Legends. We're going to predict, sort of tell you what we think is going to happen versus what we want is going to happen. And we'll also break down some of the recent reveals, as we had a reveal today, whether Daniel wanted it or not. It happened. We had reveals earlier in the week, but the less said about that, the better. And we've also got confirmation of all the Walmart stuff as well. So again, it is that season, people. So much toy news, but as always, I cannot do it on my own. Here he is, the co-host, Rich M. Displayed Once. Rich, how you doing?
I am doing good, Dan. You okay?
Yeah. It's Thursday, innit? So one more day, Friday, then the weekend's here. So yeah, I'm always better this side. If you speak to me on Monday, I hate the world. I hate everybody. Don't like anyone. I had a bad Monday as well. My roof. Do you know I said my roof was leaking? Now my actual bedroom has got a leak and not good. That's all money that could go on toys, Rich. What's going on? Real world problems. But while I'm mentioning that, do you know all this display here? Like everything behind me. So
yeah, all that.
You'll notice there's gaps starting to fall because as I do reviews, I take figures off and I do comparisons, and slowly being a YouTuber and having a display is awkward. But now we're getting new windows. There's new window. That right there is a big window, right? But those windows need updating. So Amanda and me have decided to get new windows on the front of the house. So we had some workmen come round, measure up, and they're coming out in a few weeks. And obviously, they've seen this room. They've referred to it as the cool room, but I think they were trying to patronise me, Rich. I didn't appreciate it, right? But they said they were like, "Oh, what are you going to do with all of this?" And I was like, "Well, I'm going to have to move it out. I'm not going to leave it in here while you're working. Like, they're going to literally rip a hole in the wall." So I was like, "I'll move it out," and they were like, "If you want, we can just cover it up with a tarp or some sheets." And I literally stared at them with death eye. If looks could kill, Rich, these would have been like the laser beams out of Homelander's face. And I just stared at them and went, no, thank you. But in my head, I was screaming, fuck you! Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I've got to move.
I bet they were thinking, we could have made thousands on eBay.
Well, there'd be a hole in the room. They could just fling them out to the van. But luckily, they have no clue. They were like, oh my God, they do these figures. Do you know what they were most impressed with, Rich, out of all of the figures in this room? Bloody Jurassic Park figures. Bet you never thought that.
No, they bloody were.
They did.
No, they were. You're
really
just lying to yourself. They were Mattel spies come to look what you had. That's what they
genuinely,
were.
Because I've got the Jurassic Park ones on the front of the miscellaneous shelf, they were like, oh, look, Jurassic Park. We didn't even know they did Jurassic Park. And they like Kane and Undertaker as well. They're both here on the side. There you go. So, yeah, they were very impressed in a patronising way. But anyway, my point is...
You should have asked them to back a gate, Dan, because they need all the help they can get.
Can I just interest you in this £300 Mattel gate? So, yeah, within the next couple of weeks, these display shelves may start getting emptier and emptier because I'm going to have to move everything out. Like, I'm going to have to put it in temporary storage for a couple of weeks until we get new windows, and we might take advantage and like repaint the room while it's, because they're never going to, let's be honest, they're not going to go out again, are they? So I might paint the room, and also I've brought like loads of new LED lights because recently in the last couple of weeks that one's been flickering, being a pain in the ass, and I'm going to get whole new LED set up and stuff in here. So I'm going to have a refurb, Rich. I think refurb is the right word. So we're going to have a refurb in this room, which is my like home office as well. It's not just the people think I set this up purposely display, but like before I even started YouTube live streaming, this was where my computer was, and this was where my display is. It's the tiniest room. Honestly, it really was always like this, but people think it's there on purpose. Like, no, this is my collection room. This is the only place I've got. So yeah, within the next couple of weeks, people, the shelves are going to start emptier, and no, I'm not selling my figures off or anything like that. I'm just putting it into temporary storage while we sort this room out. There's a refurb happening. So yeah, that's what's happening. So yeah, gaps in the space. But anyway, forget the gaps. We need to keep adding to our collection, Rich. What have you got this week? Let's just start off nice and hot and let people get in.
At the beginning of this week, like Amazon came through, Amazon UK for one. Still waiting for my Ronin to ship. The rest of the world's got it. But what did ship this week is this one. It's Cersei and Black Knight.
They did. It's keeping me busy. I was in the middle of reviewing the Marvels wave, but we got Mania, Venom, 2-pack, and then the Cersei and Black Knight. Do you like Cersei? You were excited for that one, right?
She looks great. I think she's like I wish she came with an alternate head with a headband and like glowing eyes. But otherwise, she looks good, even though she's on the shitty body. Like, this is the Cersei I wanted. I was convinced they were going to do the green, like, leotard look if they did a Cersei. So to get 90s Cersei is great. I really like it.
I've seen the Eternals movie, and I've seen Cersei in it, and I swear it was Emma Chan, right? And I know this isn't based off any particular movie look, but...
Gemma
Chan, right? So I know this isn't based off the movies or anything, but that figure, you have it in your hand, Rich. Tell the people how much that looks like Courtney Cox from Friends fame.
Right, it does look like
genuinely fucking does, doesn't it?
But also, it kind of looks like Shannon Doherty from the 90s as well. Like Shannon Doherty, 90210, Heathers, Mallrats. It kind of looks a bit like Shannon Doherty as well.
I can't get Courtney Cox out of my head. I did this in my review. I hope people appreciated it. But it's basically the same face. Do you know? They've used Courtney Cox's face for Cersei. But like Rich said, it's not perfect by any means. It's on the older female body. But it's nice to have that character in the collection finally.
And they didn't put an A on her bloody jacket.
Frustrating.
Come on, one thing they had to do.
I did complain about that as well. I think I did a comparison next to Black Widow there. That's it. Thorough reviews here on the channel. I'll give you the details you want, all right? The details you're asking for.
And they're all different bloody colour browns. Like, come on.
Yeah. Some of them, in my head canon, I just assume that some of them wash their jackets a little bit more than the others, and they just get a bit decoloured. Yeah. So in my head canon, I can let them get away with that. But clearly the A's have sort of come off in the wash in Cersei's jacket, which is disappointing. But some people were suggesting swapping the arms, but then you'd have the different colour jackets. I know you could swap the jackets, but then you'd have the grey sleeve compared to the red. I guess you could paint it. But why should we do that?
That bit with Cersei, though, I want to like paint it, like see the skin tone underneath. Yeah. I want to just paint that bit there because that's annoying.
You can even see it in the review.
It's not as bad. On the right side, it's a bit better, but on the left side, it's like a little, like half a centimeter.
I didn't realise it with Black Knight as well, but it's literally the same head that came with the previous one. Like, I didn't even, obviously wasn't paying that much attention, but I was like, shit, I thought we had another head, but now we missed out on I reckon an unmasked head would have been a good shout for this as well.
Unmasked with this one would have been good, because Dane with his like glowing eyes, so like, and like Ultra Force, he was like a member of the second incarnation of Ultra Force, Malibu Comics, so that's probably the only Ultra Force figure we're ever going to get.
Old school. There was a big robot in that as well, weren't there? I swear there was some sort of robot or mech or something. I can't remember.
There was like an alien rip-off enemy. He was like the bad guy.
I'm trying to picture it in my head. I was looking at.
It was like prototype. He was like an Iron Man rip-off.
Yeah, I know it was like some sort of mech thing. But there you go, like Rich said, Cersei Black Knight reviews on the channel. You also got Mania and Venom as well. You were happy with Mania. I think you showed that off last time.
Yeah, she's really good. I'm
currently working through the Marvels wave, so there are reviews on the channel. I switched things up, and I did the Build-A-Figure first. So the Totally Awesome Hulk in its complete form is on the channel first, and then I've started working through the figures. Let me know if you like that concept. Should I start on a Build-A-Figure when I get an initial wave, or should I end on the Build-A-Figure? Like, curious, but we were trying something different there. But Marvel Boy is the last one I did, and if you're curious who Marvel Boy is or what particular outfit this figure is best, go and check out the review. I do try and give you all the details and inform you so you can make the best decision for your own collection. So I will continue working through those. I've got to do Karnak next from the Inhumans. I'll get all my Inhumans out. That's going to be hard work. How many we got? Black Bolt, Medusa. Oh yeah, that's it. That's all we've got. So I might pull out my
Miss Marvel was an Inhuman back then. You get Miss Marvel as well.
So, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You're gonna have it out ready anyway for Miss Marvel.
Exactly.
So there you go.
I got them all out. So yeah, I'll be working my way through reviews. But before we continue going through some toys, let's jump to the housekeeping real quick. I can see people in the chat. Mark's already said all the builders I have round love my GI Joes. It is always funny when you see civilians in like a collector space. Like, how do they react? Some people look at it and be a bit jarring, like, oh my god, you weirdo. But then other people are like genuinely impressed with it. Like one of the first things they said was like, oh, bloody hell, I bet this is expensive. And I'm like, not around Amanda, all right? She thinks it's all free. Amanda thinks I'm the biggest Hasbro shit out of everyone on YouTube because I tell her it's all free, but it's not. None of it is. Right, where am I?
It's Amanda. She started all the rumours, Dan.
She did. She is. Oh, she's Epic Collection, whatever his dickhead name is. Right. Dan Who Live every Thursday. Me and Rich recapping the week that was in Marvel Legends and anything else we want to. Legends and Liquor, people. Guess what? It's a Legends and Liquor weekend. That means on Sunday, which is the 16th, I will be doing the last Legends and Liquor before San Diego Comic-Con. So, of course, we'll be running through your pickups, but I also want everybody to bring a prediction. And it doesn't have to be Marvel Legends related, just a prediction or a want or a request, something that you would like to see happen at San Diego Comic-Con, and we shall discuss, okay? So if you want to be on Legends and Liquor, that's what the topic will be. San Diego Comic-Con hype. Turtles and Tea, of course, me and Tanner. Tanner, I think, back from America. Not America, he went Turkey. I think he's... Oh, no, he went Greece. He took Hercules, my bad. He's back anyway, so we will be doing Turtles and Tea before the month is out to recap San Diego. Same with Joe's and Juice with Tom and Mark. Check out all the long-form content, which are now podcasts on the channel, nicely organised for your streaming pleasure. So I appreciate the long-form content. If you want to continue supporting all this long-form nonsense on the channel, and if you're over £4 or $4, Friday will read out your super chat live right now on YouTube. Wherever you are in the real world, you can get your comment heard, interrupt the show, and it helps to support the channel. Thank you so much, and hit that join button and you can join us on Legends and Liquor. Now I'm pushing my luck pressing this button, but here we go. Oh, we got a video playing. That's it, Legends and Liquor this Sunday, people. After today's show, you can start hitting me up for a slot in Legends and Liquor. 2 full groups at 8. That's 16 guests in total, so please hit me up. You want to be in? Let's talk San Diego Comic-Con hype. Right, let's go back to Rich. Rich, anything else? There you go, look at that. The yellow sweater is here. Don't freak me out again. I know what you're up to. You're freak. It's good. I like it. I do like it, but you're freaking me out. Right. What have you got there, Rich?
Got a Green Goblin and Mary Jane.
They arrived today. I've not opened mine, so what are they like in hand? Is Mary Jane? Is she pinless, right? Is she all pinless?
Mary Jane's completely pinless. She has got single jointed elbows, but yeah, completely pinless. She's really good. Like, she's like the Mary Jane I've always wanted.
If I close my eyes, Rich, and picture Mary Jane, that's what I picture. That's what is in my head. That is my Mary Jane Watson.
Is it Dan? Who is the jackpot?
That is that's the character design for Mary Jane I've wanted in figure form, and they made it happen. Followed up by following Aunt May in animated format. Did I need this Green Goblin? What's he like? You've got the other ones, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, like, the colours are like he's completely pinned. He's
the same. He's a redo. He's a redo, isn't he? Yeah.
But I mean, the colours are like they pop for like if you got a little display of animated, yeah, then it looks good. I think if you got the other Green Goblins, then if you're not a fan of the animated show, then this is probably, there's no point in getting this one, or sell this one and keep Mary Jane. That's what you need to do.
We've got 3 versions of Green Goblin now. One of them's a little bit more dirty. He's got the chain mail sort of on him. The second one was in the retro card, which goes for a pretty penny now on the retro card. He's on my wall up there, and he had the big, people criticize that face sculpt. So is the face sculpt better on that one you've got there, you think? A little bit more animated, inspired? Yeah,
it does seem like, yeah, I'd say a little bit better.
I think so, yeah, I think so. Is it spot on? Probably not,
but I'm like a proper YouTuber. I know, yeah. Look at me. What the hell do I think I am?
But there we go, VHS. So maybe we shall discuss what the 4th VHS set is going to be later on today. But this has arrived in the UK. I've already had a message or two asking me when I'm reviewing this. Tomorrow, I will review it tomorrow. All things goes well. Poor Marvel's wave just keeps getting put to the back of the queue. I'll blame MCU Collector because he just put the whole wave up straight away. So I'm like, fine. It's there for people to see. So there you go. This arrived in the UK via Hasbro Pulse, remember, before you ask where we got it. Hasbro Pulse exclusive. And the date has sort of been pretty solid. It's always said the 15th or whatever it was, or 13th, 12th, whatever. So, yeah, there we go. So what else did I get different to Rich? I don't think so. I think that's it in regards to Legends. I picked this up from Game in the UK for 15 quid. I just got another. Why not? For 15 quid. Nice. Like, Renew Your Vow Spider-Man. Probably the best, in my opinion anyway. It's always each to their own, but my favourite Marvel Legends Spider-Man. A lot of people do prefer the 60th as well, and then Spinneret. My first Spinneret had the terrible QCs, so unless I open this, I'm never going to know what I'm dealing with. So this one gives me flashbacks of not fun ones either.
You did well with last summer's Spider-Man wave, didn't you?
All the QC, yeah.
Black suit one.
You literally got me. Did you? You ended up getting. No, you ended up getting. Didn't you order 3 of something, but they were 3 something else? No, this is.
No, but I set the back, Dad. Remember? I swapped it for you, shitty one. Put that in the box and sent it back. So,
they technically still had it back. It's fine. Okay, let's jump to the chat. I feel like we've been neglecting it. I've been telling stories about my broken windows. They're not broken. They're fine. They're just old. I just need new windows. It's called being a homeowner. It's boring. It's miserable adult stuff. Don't listen to the mortgage rates going up and up and up as well. That's stressing me out too. That's why I escape with toys. Right, let me scroll up. Scroll. Okay, I can see Dom, Mark Tac, Mark Rose, Instadan, Damien, Big Will, The Fossil, Jamie, Adam, The Figure Cave, Collectibles, of course, Jelly Figs, Little Leaf Creation says, evening all, Cloud Foxwell with the Fox emojis, Greg Finstad, Joe O'Neill, Craig's Nostalgic Collection, I think I've heard of him, I think so. What's that? It's eggs. Yep, it's Craig. Arvin, Cute Cult, Jason Lopez, The Retweeting King, and if you don't know why we don't call him that, go and check out his Twitter. He retweets everything. Shadow VX4, the Wolfpack. I was playing on Call of Duty Wolfpack earlier. A bit of Warzone. And he was holding his own. Not a big wolf head skin. Pretty good. Shout out Miguel. Ultimate Carnage. He says, hello, Who Crew and everybody. Hello, Ultimate Carnage. Glad you were here this evening with us. Quinn Comics says, greetings, Dan. Hope you are having a terrific day. I like what he did there. Very on theme with the content of the channel. Streaming you live from the comic shop. Hello, everybody in the comic shop. Rich, say hello to the people in the comic shop.
Hello, people in the comic shop.
There you go. Hello, Quinn Comics. Jamie's there as well. STM Figures. Uncaged. I always say this wrong. Uncaged Taku, Uncaged Taku, I think so. Hobby, Lady Mac.
Uncaged Otaku.
Thank you. Yeah, I just get it all wrong. Don't get.
I haven't got my chat up, so I have to look at this screen.
Justin collects. Collecting Rush. He says, money issues, Dan. How long ago did you have car problems? It's just called being an adult. Again, I'm just venting because I feel like I'm amongst friends. It's fine. I'm well aware that these are first world problems. I have a roof, my house. To be fair, I've got a gammy knee, and
I haven't got a roof.
Yeah, to be fair, my roof is fucked, and let's keep talking toys, all right? Cute Court, as I said, Paul McCarthy, Bon Williams, Home Dude. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to see if I have Mini Plastic Multiverse, Codename Chief, Jay's Toys Collection UK. Says, I've seen this pack somewhere. Yeah, let's give Jay's Toys Collection UK. I told Jay, or I said to Jay, oh, Jay, I've got the Marvel Legends racket in this town. You don't do your review until after me. And he went, screw you, Dan. Mine will be live as soon as you finish live streaming. So, if you want to go and watch Jay's review of Mary Jane Watson and Green Goblin, it will be live on his channel at 10:30. So as soon as you finish watching me live, you can head over to Jay's Toys Collection UK for the after party, and he will be reviewing this before me. Damn you, Jay's Toys Collection UK.
And subscribe to Jay because he's like 20 off 1,000.
20 off 1,000. Come on now. We need to get Jay to 1,000. Right. Links in the description. You got no excuse. As soon as he gets to 1,000. I'm going to help Jay set up a weekly live show, whether Kiara likes it or not. So we'll have more fun content to listen to. I'm looking forward to having a new show to listen to because my podcast in the toy world has sort of dipped a little bit. I've sort of fell out of love with a few.
No, you want to check out is Omar V is in the chat.
Yeah.
The Lost Cause Collective. They've got a great show.
Oh, nice.
It's really late on a Saturday night, our time. I've stumbled across it a couple of nights drunk and be there, but like I listen to it like going to work like through the week, and
nice.
It is a really great show. They do action figures, they do all the news, and they do a lot of comic book stuff as well. So check out Omar V Lost Cause Collective.
Oh, Omar V, link me up. Send me some links, my friend. I need some more content. As I said, I've got a whole refurb about to happen. I need some long form content to keep me distracted and busy. Yes, please do. So shout out Omar V. Jamie in the chat says, hello people, throwing my name in for Legend and Liquor. 69 hours for Odious. Get your orders in. Loving the Spidey 3-arm pack at the minute. Spidey 3-pack, not 3-arm pack. Don't know why I said arm. Thank you very much, Jamie. Yes, Odious.
Oh, so mention Spidey-Man arms. Oh my god.
We will. We're gonna. Yeah, let's obviously get the Kickstarter up for Mr. Odious. Again, I would have got a Untitled is, of course, welcome on the channel, but time zones, people. Another frustrating thing I miss certain content is because of our time zone restriction. So he's at work now, so he can't be on the stream to plug this himself. So we will still.
Hello, Wade.
Yeah, hello, Wade. He's
Hello.
definitely
Yeah.
not watching. He's definitely
You're
not
definitely
JC
listening.
has
Love
donated
the show. Fan of the
Happy
show.
Thursday, all.
Thank you very much, JC.
How about that new Deadpool 2-pack review, eh?
Don't you worry, JC. Don't you worry. Have you been here before? Of course we're going to get to that. Shout out JC. I think he posted a picture, I think, of his daughter holding a Who Crew, spreading that Who Crew love. So I like it. So thank you very much, JC. All right, where's my Odious? Yeah, we can say anything we want about Unparalleled because one, we know plastic. I can't never say it. Plastic addict. I can't say it. Who does all this chopping up?
Plastic Adico.
Yes, Plastic Adico.
Yeah.
He doesn't watch this either, and he's the one who chops everything up and orders Wade. So we can literally say anything we want, and it doesn't matter because no one's going to find it. But please do go and support Odious. He is 69 hours to go, so we're in the hours countdown, and he's done so fucking well so far. And I would really like an Odious in my collection. I'm not going to lie. So please, if you're considering...
Oh, look, you've actually backed it, Howard!
Told you I backed it. There you go. Fucking proof. There you go. I'm a backer. I've backed the full clothed Odious. I didn't want any naked Sasquatches running around. I want some clothed Odious.
I bought a clothes one for the shelf and then a naked one to like take to bed with me.
Oh, that's fair. He'll love that as well. He'll love that you're doing that. You can if you are concerned about it backing and not having the money in 69 hours, because that's when it will, if it funds, that's when the money would go. You can back it on Big Bad Toy Store, which wouldn't charge you until it ships in the summer of next year. So if you want it, but you just want to support, but you ain't got the cash right now, go to Big Bad Toy Store, type in Odious, go and support this. Again, he's a fellow YouTuber. He's one of us. Do you know what I mean? Let's support him and make it happen. So yeah, I would love to see it happen. So shout out Unparalleled as always, and shout out everyone in the chat. So as JC alluded to, there's been a bit of Marvel Legend news, but before we get to the news that people may like, let's start off hot here. And when I say hot, I may not mean that in a positive way. I have got a poll up in the chat right now that says Marvel Legend reveals at San Diego Comic-Con will be, and then I've gave you 4 options. Amazing, best Legends ever. Great, I'm excited. Okay. Or poor, disappointing. And so far, 41% say they're going to be great. They're excited. I genuinely always do get excited to see the reveals. We stay up late in the UK. Me and Rich, by the way, this is breaking news, are moving next week's Thursday show to Friday to straight after the panel. So
what?
Yeah. This is breaking news even to Rich. So next Friday, the advantage of us being in the UK and not being at San Diego means we can be ready and start live streaming straight away for some of that instant feedback and reaction. So me and Rich, our Thursday show will be moved to Friday, and it's going to be a full-on Marvel Legend SDCC panel reaction. So hopefully they'll give us some images to show off on the screen.
Shout out to MCU Collector. Bring a camera with you and film the
Yeah, please. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Yes, please. Or Toyshiz, someone that's actually there. Please record it for us. Otherwise, we're not going to have a clue what's going on. We need a man on the inside first. So anyone willing, anyone in the chat wants to be our man on the inside, please let me know. Right.
We will pay for a tent. We have said this already. We pay for a tent.
We've said this several times. If you
get us QR codes.
Yeah, hit us up. Hit us up, people. Right. On screen right now. Let me tell you a story, Rich. Not a great story, but I'll tell it all the same. I was on, just as you do, doom scrolling, all right? You're distracting yourself from work, you're doom scrolling, whatever. You just don't care, you're scrolling. Usually I ignore Facebook groups. I feel like they're just full of... A big percentage of them are full of idiots, let's just say that, right? Not everybody, but there's a big percentage of idiots in these Facebook groups. So I tend to ignore a lot of stuff that goes on Facebook groups. And I saw this image. And my first initial reaction was, that's a pretty shit mock-up. Who would want that? Then I kept scrolling. And then I seen it again, Rich. And then I seen it again. I was like, oh no. And then my heart started to sink. And I was like, oh no. Oh, is this serious? This is real? And then I jumped to Instagram, jumped to Twitter, and it's fucking everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. This is, I don't know what to say, people. Like, you know I love Legends, but I don't know what to say with this one. I try and find the positive in everything. So, of course... If you're a fan of these 2 character designs, you missed out on the previous versions. They're not too hard to get on the aftermarket, though. Just saying. But there's always new collectors, so it's an opportunity for new collectors. But I don't really know.
Don't start with this set, Lord New Collector. Seriously.
I don't know. I don't know how to tiptoe around this one with a smile on my face, Rich. Help me out. Brand new Marvel Legends 2-pack reveal to go along with the Walmart Collecticon is a 2-pack with the highly rated, sarcastically said, 6-armed Spider-Man and Morbius.
I would just like to speak directly to the buyer for Walmart.
Okay.
Like, Hasbro is selling you shit, Walmart. You should come to me and Dan for this stuff. Have you busted the stream again?
No. I was trying to find a the disadvantage of the broken stream is I was trying to find you a camera that's just you directly, but never mind.
I thought Hasbro was shutting you down then. They were like, oh, negative comments on the Dan Who channel.
No, continue talking to Walmart. Continue talking to
Yeah, at Walmart buyer, they've sold you an absolute piece of dog shit, yeah? You're going to be selling these for $1 for the rest of your life. Don't take the shit from them. Say you want the good figures. You should have asked for the Deadpool set. That was a good set. You would have made money on that. This one, you're not going to make money on. It's going to be sitting there forever. Absolute waste of space. That Morbius, you could still find it if you wanted to on eBay. Look, there he is.
I just said to Rich,
not even an animated pack, not even web lines print. Like, there was no web lines on. They put a new body, but they still haven't put web lines on him. It's still on the old pin arms. Like, look what they did with Spiral. They can do it with a 6-arm figure. They can make a good 6-arm figure. And Spider-Man fans, you've got this shit again. Just say no. Say no to 6 arms. No.
Just before we went live, I said to Rich, I bet I've got these figures on my shelf behind me. And then I remembered that the old 6-armed Spider-Man is so shit, it didn't even make the display. It's just in a box upstairs somewhere. So I can't even I actually do like this Morbius for the time. This came out back in the day. So for the time, it's fine. We've had a re-release of Morbius since, but of a different design in one of the Venom waves, I think. But I actually prefer this Morbius. But again, all these years later, you'd think put it on a better body or give us an interchangeable head or something. But Morbius gets all the accessories here. That's right. You get his cape. That's it. That's all you get. I don't know how to continue being sarcastically jokey without also wanting to shed a tear with how shit this set is. Okay, people in the chat.
Oh, he's got two extra hands. The original did not come with any alternate hands. Oh,
Woo! Yes.
All the budget went on that. Sorry.
Look, people in the chat are screaming at us. It's new torso. Look, we're aware there's a new torso, but it's still not there. Still not quite there for us. So they have updated the torso.
They could have at least given you a pen to draw on your own web lines, like something.
So the torso has been updated, but all the arms still have the pins. And yeah, like Rich said, you get 2 interchangeable hands. Yeah, look, I never retweeted this. I never posted a picture. I never did a breaking news video. There's just nothing to say. This set is just not for me. This set is just not aimed at me. As a big Legends collector, I clearly already have.
If it's not aimed at you, they're well fucked. You'll buy anything.
I know, yeah. But there's not even an ounce of anything new.
I've got to stop swearing because we've got children watching. I said I wouldn't swear. You used to swear. We got to stop swearing. No more swearing.
This is an adult action figure content channel. I hope there's no children in the comic shop. Sorry, Queen Comics. So I hope you're not selling this. I hope you've ever brought in a shitload of these, either ready to sell at your comic shop, and someone's like, I've seen that new pack. Can I pre-order at this store? And he's trying to get a sale over the counter right now. And he stares up at the TV and we're going, don't buy it. Look, if you want it, you can buy it. Of course you can. Not going to make you feel bad about it. But just for me personally, I don't need it. Nothing there for me. Nothing there for Rich. Walmart, you got done on this one. They're laughing at you. Hasbro Boardroom are laughing at you for accepting this one. Though, yeah, interchangeable hands and the new torso.
But only 2 interchangeable hands as well.
He has 6 arms and they give him 2 hands. And you can only put them on the hands with the gloves anyway. So, I don't even know what to say. And maybe they've given the digital face printing tech. Maybe. I suppose they have.
His face looks a different colour there. It looks yellow.
Maybe. I don't know.
He needs more blood. He's a bit jaundiced.
Yeah, maybe. Let's anyway. Walmart Collecticon. This is it. This is your...
Bucky Cap, though. Bucky Cap looks good.
Bucky Cap does look good. So we got Bucky Cap. We got Joe Fixit, and it is an improved version of the Build-A-Figure. It isn't just a repainted Build-A-Figure. They have tweaked a few elements on it to make it more comic accurate rather than a skin off the game. So this is now official, because the Gamerverse one can't be on my display because it's technically Gamerverse. You can fudge it, but I won't allow that type of nonsense on my display. So now this is an official comic release. I do actually want that Joe Fixit, and I also want Bookie Cap. So yeah, Bookie Cap, the legacy continues. But yeah, that Spider-Man pack, not for me. Not for me. I'm just gonna leave it there. If you like it in the chat, can we just get I'm just gonna do this for just curiosity, right? Let me get the chat up. Right, let me get the chat back up. Right, let me scroll in the chat. Right, let me hide this. Right, let's just watch the chat. Okay, this is just a social experiment, if you will. Please indulge me with this social experiment. Now, you know I like to do a bit of hit and miss. We know we have a few lurkers on the stream. Can we just have via the form of a hit or a miss in the chat? Use the emojis if you want. That's what they're there for. Can we get a hit and the miss in the chat for the brand new Spider-Man 2-pack with Morbius? Let me just get it up on screen for you one more time so we see what we're talking about. Can we get a hit or miss in the chat for this brand new Spider-Man 2-pack? Okay? Go. Off you go. Please hit and miss in the chat. Let's have a look. And we'll get the chat up, Rich, and we'll see how it goes. Hit or miss. Please just get involved for this little social experiment. Hit or miss in the chat for that Spider-Man 2-pack. All right, we'll just give him a sec there. There's a bit of delay, so we'll just give him a second. Give him a second. I get a perfect opportunity for a sip of my Koppelberg. Okay, hit or miss in the chat, people. You're allowed to use hit as well if you want to.
If this is a hit for you,
of course.
Honestly, don't set your alarm for when this goes up. You can
you'll be fine.
Take the weekend. Wait till payday. You'll still be there.
Okay. This is just a social experiment. A bit of audience participation with some. This is like better than a. Do you know, like, companies pay big money to have like these, like they do on The Apprentice all the time. Do you know they have these social groups or whatever, they focus groups, and they bounce off.
Audience and research.
This is exactly what that is. But Hasbro are getting it for free off me right now. Look at the chat. Look at the chat, people. Look at the chat. I mean, I'm just looking for a hit. I'm just trying to find one. Just give me a second. I'm having a read. Can you see one?
Christopher Allen said when it is clearance price, he will buy it. There we go.
Oh, when it's on sale. What a glaring review. They should put that in the back of packaging.
How much, Christopher Allen? How much does the Walmart man need to reduce it to? What does he need to put it on?
$10. He's max. Okay.
Omega Weapons a hit.
He's just taking the mick. He's taking the mick. You don't want it. He just wanted a shout out. Robert, Colin, Adam, Cloud, Jamie, Jays, Paul, Little Chub, Hobby, Jellyfigs, Greg, KJ, John, Mini Plastic Multiverse, Mooncake, Uncaged, Snapshots, Damien, The Wolfpack, True Fiasco, Craig, Your Boy's Got Toys, Mikey Moonboots, Fossils.
Shilly Wonka wants it. He has made up his mind, and Shilly Wonka wants it.
Who's that?
That would be Home Dude. His new name is now Shilly Wonka, the shill of the shills.
Wow. Okay. Look, I'm confident in saying that we're all Marvel Legends fans here, right? Just in general sense, we're Marvel Legends fans. Disappointing set. Not gonna hide about it. Look, it is what it is, right? We're just trying to have some fun. Obviously we lean into it a little bit more than we should for the sake of entertainment. We're not actually that bothered by it. It's fine. We don't want it. We just don't buy it. We're not one of those other YouTube channels. You know what I mean? But it's still fun to take the piss out of. We're very self-aware. Okay. All right. Let's go back. What else we got today? Okay, so we know that's happened. There's the Walmart stuff. Let's talk about something that I've seen some more positive talk. And again, join in with the hit and miss on this one. We have a brand new, and they're calling it a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which we know it means it's going to be at PulseCon. It is Deadpool and Hydra Bob in a 2-pack. So according from comicbook.com, I think Dan Yoon tried to delay the reveal of this, but it's still leaked. That's what happened, right? He announced it weren't getting released, or there was no reveals today.
He said the reveals were going to get pushed back to next week, but it could be other reveals, because this had to come out before Comic-Con, surely. So I'm guessing this came out anyway.
Let's go to Twitter real quick. Let's check. Let's see what Dan was saying, because it was pretty funny. Because I think he even replied to this, going, "Oh wow, there he is, good old Dan Yoon." Let's see what Dan was saying. Yeah, because his comment was, so Dan Yoon said, sorry, change your plans. We're going to save some of this week's Marvel Legends news for next week. Move stuff closer to San Diego Comic-Con. And that's good. As the week builds, just think, preview night is Wednesday, Comic-Con starts Thursday. So, like, let's build the week with reveals. That's nice. They used to have a breakfast as well on Thursday morning, I think. They used to, but I don't know if they still do that. They do that in New York, I think, now. Anyway, Dan said no reveals. And then, an hour later? An hour later, he said, haha, guess not. So, this one came out via comicbook.com, brand new Marvel Legends 2-pack. So let's break this one down because this one actually looks a little bit more intriguing. Sorry, Odious, there we go. So it is Deadpool and Hydra 2-pack. So initial impressions on this one, and I'll find some more images, Rich.
This looks really good. So again, it's an updated Deadpool, completely pinless. It looks like it's on the Spider-Man renew your vows body because he's got those like toe articulation on his feet.
Definitely, it's definitely Spider-Man renew your vows. Yes, pinless.
Looks really great. Like just like great. It's a great figure for Deadpool as well because he's like one of those figures you want to get a lot of posability with. I think Jay Hernandez, like when the renew your vows figures came out, he put a Deadpool head on it and was like, please, Hasbro, can we do this? And look, he got his wish.
It happened. Yeah, absolutely. Deadpool is a character worthy of like one of the higher articulated bodies, completely pinless. And again, if you're going to give us a character we've got many, many times before, then this is the way you give it us, on the best body, most suited to that character available to us right now. And it is the Renew Your Vows body, I think. I know people prefer the 60th anniversary Spider-Man, but that's too short for Deadpool. He needed to be a bigger book. This is clearly the best book currently available for Deadpool that we have in the library. So completely pinless, toe articulation, full range at the waist, etc. So yeah, Deadpool's looking good. And then to accompany Deadpool, we got his good friend Bob, Hydra Bob. Now we have technically had the Hydra Bob head in the past that you could have put on one of your Hydra army builders, but that was just on the old Bookie Cat body. It seems off this one image we've got here that Bob could be on the new Vulcan body, because if you zoom in at his legs, he is completely pinless. So, again, off the box, from the front of the box and from this image, if we just do some investigating, it's
definitely an all pinless body, and I would guess it was Vulcan.
Yeah, so I'm going to agree and say it's the Vulcan body. So, Deadpool, Renew Your Vows, Bob, Vulcan. And the page says 28 accessories, right, Rich, or something like that?
28 accessories, and it says one alternate head, so we don't know which one is getting it. I'm guessing it's probably an unmasked Deadpool head, but who knows?
Would you want an unmasked Deadpool head, or would you want a regular army builder for Bob?
Yeah, I've got alternates of both, so I'm good with whatever it is. Like something different, something off the wall would be better. But again, like the Deadpool with like the face painting technology for all his like scars and that might be good. Yeah,
I agree. Again, this is the type of pack where you can have a bit of fun with it, right? You can throw a few wacky accessories in there if you want to. Yes, every set of hands is classed as an accessory. They're sneaky like that. So when they say 28, you can already eliminate quite a lot of them because they've probably both got a set of interchangeable hands each. He's got 2 swords, 2 guns, briefcase, an extra head. So it'll be curious to see what the box breakdown of this is, but it is going to be available via a QR code to pre-order at San Diego Comic-Con. That is what this is going to be. This is going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive where you can pre-order it first there, and then it will be available. And I'm sure they say like in limited quantities at PulseCon to try and drive the hype. But PulseCon is usually September, sometimes October. I think they've had fan fests and PulseCons and different events in sort of at the end of the third quarter.
This does say SDCC exclusive though, so the QR codes will be. Oh, but then saying that the G.I. Joe was last year, and then he went up to PulseCon. Yeah.
They called it a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive to reveal at San Diego, but really it's a product they're saving for PulseCon. It saves them from having products at the show. To be fair, it must be frustrating. It doesn't really make much of a difference for us because we've never been to Comic-Con to buy the stuff on the shop floor. But if you're actually going to Comic-Con and you're a Marvel Legends guy, it would have been pretty cool to be one of the first people to pick up the exclusive. So it is sad that they don't actually have product at the event, but I do think the way the world's changed after COVID and distribution has sort of messed that up. Even though other companies do it, So you'd think Hasbro could probably still, if they wanted to. I don't know the logistics, but anyway, QR codes is the way Hasbro are doing this. So
maybe they'll have 6 armed Spider-Mans there for everyone.
Maybe. I have seen stuff online saying Entertainment Earth are promoting that they're going to have an exclusive from Hasbro, but they didn't say it was Marvel Legends, did they?
It is, yeah. There's a Hasbro exclusive. They've said that they're gonna have at their booth available, but they haven't said. It doesn't say. Usually, it says like what line it's in like the byline. So it would say like G.I. Joe, Star Wars. This one doesn't. They've got something from Hasbro, and they've said that it will be available on their booth and then available online on Entertainment Earth after. So it might be worth checking by them, seeing what they've got. I'm sure they'll reveal it next week before the show, so you can get your money ready.
I do think we'll have reveals all week next week. I don't think we're not going to see any legends until the panel. I do think there'll be something before the panel happens. Dan Yoon also says look out for teasers. So those first people that go there on preview night or on Thursday morning to take some pictures at a booth, look out for those teasers that will later be revealed because I don't think the actual panel is until about 3:30, right? In the
3:30 EST.
Yeah,
so it's like 8:30 our time Friday. I think.
Yeah. So we'll be streaming a little bit later than usual Friday night, but it'll be worth it.
And not everyone is in America as well. So if you're in other countries in the world, shout out Turkey. Just randomly shout out hello Turkey.
Yeah, hello Turkey. I wonder what's going on over in Turkey now. Wonder if they like legends.
What if they had a reveal, innit?
Well, Hasbro Pulse are expanding out to more European countries. So shout out Turkey for no reason at all. So Hydra Bob Deadpool 2-pack, definitely more appealing than the Spider-Man 2-pack. I'm interested in this, absolutely. I've got a Bob on the shelf, but I will instantly upgrade Blob. Bob seems like the type of character that could make a rival companion for the Who crew or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. What's in his briefcase? That's what I wonder. What's in his briefcase, Rich? What's he looking at?
Dan,
he seems happy about whatever it is. He's
Bob's a cool, funny sidekick character to Deadpool. He's good in the comic books. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Deadpool comic books, I think you'll be happy with this set.
Yeah. So only 3 pictures of this. That's why I'm not really bouncing through pictures. It was on comicbook.com, but again, the only pictures we've got are those. Bloody hell! Go away. No. Do you know what? I won't do it. I'm not accepting those ads. I won't do it. I draw the line somewhere. I'll go to JC at Marvelous News instead. All right, there we go. So we got those 3 images. That's it. That's the print of the box. So we will find out more next week. I'm sure we get a breakdown of everything in the box sooner or later. But Deadpool's got his 2 swords, his 2 guns, no holsters, or the working holsters it seems this time. That's usually been a criticism of Deadpool in the past. There you go. Bob's got a gun. So you guys another gun for Blob. I keep saying Blob. Bob. Okay. Moving on. Right, let's get into it then. So let's, Rich and I are going to just sort of have a chat. Let's break down San Diego. Let's see what we're going to expect. You guys can join in as well. And like Rich does, he does this properly. So we've got like topic breakdowns of what we could possibly see. So we're starting off with wave predictions, I think. So let's get this up. So let's get into some Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2023 predictions, shall we, people? And please join in with us. Join in with us in the chat as we do this. We're here live. We want to get you guys involved as much as possible, so please get involved. The first topic is wave prediction, okay? Rich asked me, he said, Dan, what Marvel Legend wave do you think is going to be revealed at Comic-Con? Well, I said, it's got to be Marvel Knights, Rich. It's got to be the Marvel Knights wave. Now, we know we have had Luke Cage revealed earlier in the year. He got revealed sometime in April, maybe earlier than that. And since then, everyone's been speculating, where's he going to be? He's going to be in a 2-pack with maybe a classic Luke Cage, or is he going to be in what could have possibly been a Marvel Knights wave? Now, remember, Marvel and Hasbro, they like to go along with the movie schedule, and at some point, a Blade movie was scheduled for some point this year. That's common knowledge, that's fact, but it did ultimately get pushed back, so that movie's not happening, but toys get made a long time in advance, so maybe they're just still going to go ahead with this Marvel Knights wave, and that's where Luke Cage is going to end up. So I think we're going to get a Marvel Knights wave reveal. Rich, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, like for comic book wave, I think it is the only comic book wave that hasn't been revealed yet this year, and we haven't had like rectangular in his original leaks. He didn't even know what was going to be in it. But since then, other people have like kind of cracked the code a bit, or at least like posted rumors of what's going to be in it. And if what is rumored to be in it is true, it looks like quite a good wave. I mean, this Luke Cage looks great. I'll definitely be getting that. And if we get like a Daredevil, a Punisher, a Blade, other characters, like that will be a great wave.
Well, we've just got the Elektra Daredevil, and I know in that same story, there's multiple different costumes for some other big characters with a fist and stuff like that. So maybe more costume designs from that sort of era of the comics. Again, other characters you associate with Knights is like the Moon Knights of the world, the Punishers. So yeah, I'm sure we'll see a Daredevil-related character, maybe a new Iron Fist. But yeah, unless that Luke Cage is in a 2-pack with a classic Iron Fist, I think the next best place for him would be in a Marvel's Nightwave. We haven't had a single-packed Luke Cage in a long time. Like, I cannot, since maybe the Toy Biz days, like, because in the Hasbro days we had him in the Thunderbolts box set, and then we had him in the Defenders box set, and then we got an MCU Netflix version. So I don't think we've ever had the opportunity to buy a single pack Luke Cage, and he is a big character that I think deserves some single pack representation for people to pick up, because not everyone buys the box sets, do you know? So yeah, I think Luke Cage it's about time he's a single packed figure in the Marvel Legends line, and I think this Marvel Knights wave would be a good shout. Build-A-Figure, again, is up in the air. Any ideas on the Build-A-Figure? I've seen Frankencastle being thrown out quite a lot.
Ooh, Frankencastle would be a good one. I would like that, yeah.
Yeah, so we shall see. Any ideas, people in the chat, on characters you'd like to see in this wave, or potentially the Build-A-Figure from Marvel Knights wave? We know there's going to be one. What's going to be in it? Some people think they know, but until they're actually revealed, we never know. That's just the fact of it. We just don't know until they're actually revealed. And Comic-Con, to be fair, usually does reveal what's coming out for the rest of the year. Sometimes they even tease what's coming out at the start of next year. So I do think at Comic-Con we are going to get the rest of this year sort of. Obviously, there's a few surprises, a few exclusives always thrown in throughout the year. But when it comes to mainline waves, I think we do get the majority revealed at Comic-Con. So this has to be there. And maybe a new Ghost Rider after the whole fiasco of last year. They've sort of put Ghost Rider on the back. But the people want to... what's his name? What's the Ghost Rider people want?
They don't want Robbie Reyes, I'll tell you that.
No, they don't want him. The other one, the 90s one. Why is my name?
Danny Ketch.
Yes, fucking hell. What's my brain go blank when I'm live on YouTube? The pressure, the bright lights. Thank you, the Savage Rick. You've subscribed. Welcome, the Savage Rick. Hello, welcome. If you're watching live, that is. If not, catch you on the replay. Perhaps a new Man-Thing, says Arvin in the chat. Dracula Build-A-Figure, says Matt Martins. Wouldn't be mad at that. Big Will says Man-Thing or Werewolf. A werewolf would be great. Just a werewolf by Marvel Legend in comic or MCU form would be great, to be honest. We've got a comic-based Echo, a Blade. Luke Cage with a hit off Damien there. Yeah, Ketch, Danny Ketch, thank you. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Your brain goes numb when you're on YouTube. If you ask me this question when I'm not live, it's there on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so Rich answered the same question. What wave do you think is going to be revealed at San Diego Comic-Con? And Rich said...
Disney Plus 2023. Now, I said this a couple of hours ago. Should have picked something else. But yeah, there we go. I think there's a strong possibility this wave might be revealed this weekend.
No way.
I don't know why I'm thinking that, you know?
Not
Turkey Twizzlers for everyone. But yeah, I definitely think that this wave, again, 3 figures already been revealed. So possibly there's just 4 figures and a bath maybe to be revealed.
We've got to hope. We can only hope. It's a big risk here. We're not too sure. We're not too sure if this one will be revealed or not. But we can hope. We can only hope. That's all we can do. So yeah, maybe this will get revealed. We don't know. But we won't linger too much on this one because
it'd be a surprise if it does. I think to everyone to see those like truly in hand.
Shocked.
Be a first. If you're on the floor, you'd be the first time anyone's ever seen those figures. Be amazing. Maybe they'll have the boxes there as well. Wouldn't that be lovely? Whoa.
And they won't be blurry. Oh, never mind. That's not how they make them. Right, let's move on. We don't need to talk about that one, all right? The next up, the question was, waves we wanted to see revealed, okay? So these are ones that are maybe rumoured, maybe high speculation, nothing really confirmed. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we're going to get a Marvel Legends No Way Home wave. And yes, I know this has been heavily rumoured. That's why it's picked here. Because it's a wave I would like to see, like, be brought into reality, like someone at Hasbro officially saying, yes, this is happening, because so far they've alluded to more No Way Home figures, but they haven't actually said we're getting a wave or anything like that. So I want Hasbro just to come out, Ryan Ting, and say, do you know what, here's the new No Way Home wave, where we've got the Build-A-Figure and the whole wave of characters from that movie. So that's what I want to see revealed. All the Peters need unmasked heads, just saying this is a way to do it. It's a way to piss people off, but we'd still buy it because we're all suckers like that.
You could do them like Battle Dam. You could do something different with
there
them,
has to be,
couldn't you?
right? I reckon if they really are.
Tom could have his like the final shot suit. He could do that. They wouldn't do it, but they could do that.
You need to be around a Hasbro boardroom table, because that's the way you do it, isn't it? You give
probably cheaper than the people you're paying for now.
Because
Hasbro,
we've had Tom Holland head sculpts anyway, so we're not too bothered about his, because we've had it with Legends. All right, you can pop it off and put one on. I think I did it in my review, for example, so that's doable. But for Andrew Garfield and Toby, in the modern Hasbro era, we haven't got their unmasked heads. And again, Peter Parker's just as important as Spider-Man. You need that represented, or you need that choice for your display at least. So far, that free pack we've got, we never had that choice. We had the Spider-Man versions, which is great, because of course I want Spider-Man to be displayed. But maybe a civilian route would be a good way to go. Do you know, like maybe you get, I know Andrew in a lab coat would be a popular choice, as he was wearing the lab coat quite a lot in his own films. And maybe like a casual civilian Toby, like how he first appears, do you know, when he steps through the portal, because he's not actually wearing the Spider-Man costume there. So that way you get all the unmasked heads, but instead of having to rebuy the Spider-Man bodies that are available in that free pack, it adds the value to that free pack first and foremost that we've already spent our money on, and it gives a bit of variety to the collection and for this ever-growing display. So if we're going to get the free Spider-Man, like Rich said, give us them a little bit different. Don't just give them the same that we've got in the free pack. Change it up a little bit. And then other characters we can get in, the villains. Has to be the villains, right?
Yeah.
Doc Ock Bendy Wise is another big choice people want. We could have... I thought it was Ted at them door. It's just Amanda. Do you just want to see Amanda? There she is. She's on camera. She doesn't like that now. So yeah, all the villains I'd buy. Yeah, Rich, you agree this is a likely possibility, or are they going to hold this one off for last minute? Because it's MCU. Sometimes the reveals for these are like wait until like the last minute or whatever. But it's a movie we've already seen.
Yeah, this is a movie we've already seen, and it would, I think, like obviously Marvel Studios are not at San Diego Comic-Con this year, so something like this revealed, like show the full wave and the Build-A-Figure, that would get some hype going, because again we've seen nothing from this wave. There's been the leak lists out there, I'm sure everyone knows about, but we haven't seen what exactly these are. Like, we don't know how the Spider-Men are going to be, if there is even real, who knows.
Yeah, and last year they held off for the very last day to reveal the Black Panther figures, but Black Panther was still a movie to come out that year. The only other MCU movie to come out this year is the Marvels, and we've already seen the Marvel figures. So if they're going to reveal some MCU stuff, which I have no doubts they will, it's going to have to be like stuff like redo of stuff, like Infinity Sagas type of stuff, or No Way Home would fall into that sort of category. So they've promised us more figures. They're coming at San Diego. Maybe we shall see on. But that was my wave I would like to see happen, but not always confident the MCU stuff gets revealed in full like this, but we shall see. Rich's choice, however, is a little bit more intriguing. Rich.
So yeah, this is what I want to see. This is like what I want is a retro X-Men 23. This is an anniversary year for the X-Men. Again, we've got those, like, we had those summer sets. So we had the blue and gold costumes, we had Blob, we had Rogue, we had the villain set, but we didn't get a full wave like the Avengers did. And like, fuck the Avengers, because the X-Men are much, much better. And what better way to say retro cards are back than another wave of X-Men retro cards? I think last year's X-Men retro card was my favorite wave of the year. Like Spiral, Phoenix, Avalanche, like all those characters. And this would be the perfect way to get it. So it was a 6-figure wave. So this is the 6 figures I picked to be in that wave. So we need classic Tiger Stripe Wolverine on that orange card. We've had other versions of Wolverine, but not classic Tiger Stripe, especially with the animated show coming out. This would be a great one. Do an all new pinless Wolverine to go with pinless Deadpool. Amazing figure. Then we've got 2 characters we haven't had before in Exodus and Destiny. Both classic villains, Destiny from the 80s, Exodus from the 90s. But again, both have come back into current comic books in the House of X era. So it kind of like fits the current, because they've done quite a few House of X figures now. It goes with that and goes with the classic ones. Then you've got alternate looks for Gambit and Cable. Cable in the look that I want the most of any figure ever. Like in his gold and blue suspenders, that's a great look. And Age of Apocalypse Gambit, because Age of Apocalypse just needs a couple more to fill it out. And Wolfsbane, because it would finish our 90s X Factor team. And while she's had a figure technically on that Danny Moonstar body, we need a Rain St. Clair all of her own on a nice orange card. That would look great. So yeah, but I would take any reveals of an X-Men Retro Wave. I think would be great. So, yeah,
I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that retro cards are back now, because I know you didn't think that they'd come back. And
I know. I nearly destroyed them, Dan. All me saying that they were never going to exist for the best part of the year, even though they kept revealing these retro cards. I still kept saying it.
I'm just happy they're back. I'm just happy they're back for you, because you were really upset about that. But not only did Rich give you what he would like to see, he also give you a whole wave prediction there, or at least a wanted list. Because again, this is our list. We can predict. Destiny. We absolutely need, especially considering we've got most of the characters now for the Evil Brotherhood of Mutants and the sort of the Mystique-led team at least, and then Wolfsbane, like Rich alluded to as well. We've had the Danny Moonstar pieces, but it's not quite there, is it? It's not there. It's not good enough. So she needs her own tooled, hairy body, and we have some hairy females out there in Legends form, pinless ones as well. Just saying. And I like Rich's point about Wolverine on the orange card. I've said this since like the retro cards started coming out. We got Gambit, we got Rogue, Jim Lee looks on that class's orange card. And then we got Storm. They gave us two versions, white and black. So you have your preference. And then I wanted Blue Beast, didn't I? Thankfully, they made that happen. Gave him a lab coat, retro card. I even did the first review on the channel. Very happy. But if I'm going to complete a little wall display, I need that classic Jim Lee era team in their classic looks in that card. So they're matching. So even though we've already had a million Wolverines, like Rich said, putting it on the retro card here and just updating the body and the pinless look and stuff is the perfect place for another Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Tiger Stripe Wolverine is that character design which is just as popular as like Spider-Man and like the Captain Americas and the Iron Mans of the world. You can keep putting them out and people will keep buying it. There's always new collectors getting on, and if you're going to start an X-Men display, most people's minds are going to go to Wolverine first, especially at the minute with all this Deadpool Wolverine hype in the yellow suit as well. Put out yellow Tiger Stripe Wolverine on the retro card, like Rich said. Jim Lee, we've had the Jim Lee Cyclops with the VHS cell shading recently, but that's the best Cyclops we've gotten in that era, but it's technically an animated look with the cell shading. Remove the cell shading, give us Jim Lee Cyclops on the retro card as well. A Jean Grey, they can always do better with Jean Grey. We're yet to get the best Jean Grey. The last Jim Lee one had the wrong killer heads and hairstyles, and they can make do with a better Jim. Do you agree with the trinity of legend of those X-Men characters, Rich, on that retro card would be a hit amongst the community?
Yeah, I mean, so like for the animated like 90s X-Men like team, you need like Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Jubilee, of course. Of course. That's the other one. The quartet, not a trinity. Of course. Those are the four that you're missing on these like orange cards. And again, like this, like Magneto, like a Jim Lee Sabretooth, there's villains again you get on the purple card. But you know, we want to last these retro cards out. We want wave after wave of them now in 2024. All retros.
Retro cards forever, people. Retro cards forever, right? Look, I can't help it. I did throw the idea to Amanda of like, instead of getting new windows, how about we just have a wall? Have a wall. I don't need light. I don't need natural light. I'm fine. She wasn't happy with that. She didn't like that idea. Not as good as Kiara, clearly. Right, okay, so yeah, hairy females, Damien says in the chat. Yes, we're talking, again, we'll talk about hairy females again in the chat. Don't you worry. We'll get to it. Right, the next question was Rich's, what was it? Dan's? Oh, okay.
So we had to pick, like,
it was the
one thing we thought would get revealed, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I said my prediction would be a deluxe. So we had MODOK the year prior, and then last year was Mojo, where the actual Comic-Con, Pulse-Con set, box
You
set.
said that like he was a G.I. Joe spin-off, man. Mojo!
The actual set was Mojo, the big deluxe. So I think they're going to continue that each year, give us a newly tooled, bigger deluxe character. Now, I never said, Rich, to put Hippo on there, but this man knows me very, very well. and I'd absolutely take a Hippo. But do I want it? Do I think Hippo's happening? No, I don't think Hippo's going to happen. If it was, I'm sure Dan Yoon would have already phoned me up, but he hasn't. My phone hasn't rang, so clearly they're not revealing Hippo, because I'm sure they would have flew me out to do the reveal there at Comic-Con on Hasbro's expense. But
you'd be presenting the show,
exactly,
come on, wouldn't it?
I'd be a great presenter. Come on, give me the mic, let me host the show. I'd do it for free. Just get me out there. Pay for the plane, pay for the food, give me spend the money. I need, all my expenses paid.
You want the moon on a stick, Dan.
Yeah. But I'll do it. I'd be the host. It's fine. But Hippo is not going to happen. But I do think a bigger deluxe character will. And there are plenty of bigger Marvel characters they could give us. I'm trying to think Toy Biz. Do you know they kept redoing the Toy Biz Build-A-Figures? What's left in the Toy Biz era that needs to be redone on this bigger sort of scale here?
Giant Man?
Giant Man, I do think we're going to see a Giant Man, but I think it's going to be in the place that everybody thinks it's going to be, and we're probably going to get another tease of that as well. But again, we'll discuss that as we keep going through. Now, in regards to the Toy Biz Build-A-Figures, like Brood,
I mean, yeah, the Brood. I mean, I think Nemesis as well. Nemesis. I mean, that is a Hasbro Hydra figure. I think because Tiger was in that wave, wasn't it? Yeah. But like that needs an update, especially I think next year, the year after is like the anniversary of Age of Apocalypse, so they could definitely get that out. Like just that figure on its own as a deluxe would be great.
Yeah, I do think we're gonna get a bigger deluxe figure again. Okay, same way MODOK and Mojo have been in the past. I do think we're going to get another bigger scale reveal. What it will be, I don't know. And I'm not talking HasLab. I'm talking like that type of price point, Mojo and Mojo MODOK. So maybe not another M figure. I think they're running out of M's. It'll have to be someone else.
Yeah, the Volstagg, like the Warriors 3, like the big.
I'd take it. Yeah, absolutely. We've always been talking about how many more Asgardians on the shelf, and yeah, give us the Warriors 3. We've already got a Lady Sif. A couple ways to get Lady Sif actually. So yes, please. Oh wait, they did show that variant Lady Sif, didn't they? And they never actually released it because. Yeah, remember they showed us.
She lost to Silk, but then they did release White Electra.
Exactly.
So Lady Sif is the only one they never got to.
Maybe they will. Brood and Nemesis were Hasbro, says Robert. You know what we mean, though. You know what we mean, Robert. We're just talking Build-A-Figures as such. It's fine. Okay, so that was my prediction. Rich's was
X-Men 97 Wolverine.
There's a theme here, Rich. There's a theme.
Well, last year's Comic-Con season, they announced X-Men 97, and if you zoom in on that, it is coming in 2023. Well, it's maybe not coming in 2023 now. That did not age well. But Disney Plus, X-Men 97, like the kids' figures, the Magneto helmet, the Legos, other things that started showing up on the shelf. Yeah, the Titan series Sentinel has started showing up. So I don't think if this is being held till next year, I don't think they're going to show the whole wave. But I think, just a teaser of an amuse-bouche of Wolverine is always a good start, just to see what it's like.
Yeah. So do you know we were talking about retro cards earlier? Do you know, like recently we've had the sort of modernized redesign for the Spider-Man wave, where we got Tarantula and Rose on the actual Toy Biz throwback card, but then they did their own modern redesign. Do you reckon they're going to do that for the X-Men? So rather than giving us the X-Men on the orange cards from the Toy Biz days, they redesign it for the new style of this show, like we've seen on some of the kids' toys.
I think they are. I don't think they should. I think they should carry on using the retro card.
Agreed.
But yeah, I think they probably are. I think the X-Men animated show won't be on the orange card. Because if it was, then I don't think you're going to get a Tiger Stripe comic book, but you'd only get that version.
That's my point. That's my point.
I kind of want it to stay as its own thing. But again, the redesigns for a lot of these characters are not too dissimilar from the 90s looks. Like Wolverine is more or less the same. Cyclops has just got he hasn't got the trunks painted yellow. They're all blue.
Yeah, he got rid of his pants.
Jean Grey's got a bit of a redesign. Storm's got a mohawk now. There's just subtle changes that we've seen in the limited art that they've shown. It could be by episode 2 they've all got new uniforms, so they can make new figures. Who knows?
It's the toy game after all. But more X-Men, and again, we're probably going to see a Wolverine. If Rich's prediction is we're going to see a Wolverine, that's I'd put money on that one in some sort of sense. Right, the next one was pick an actual figure you want to be revealed. But I said to Rich, I couldn't think of one. I couldn't think of one figure. I genuinely couldn't. And then the day gone by, and Rich made the graphics without me giving him an answer. So this is the title card he made. Dan couldn't decide, so here's a picture of White Rabbit. Poor White Rabbit. She's just trying to get back on the channel any way she can. That's all it is. She's just trying to creep her way back on the channel. So, as we jump to Rich's pick, you guys in the chat help me out. If we had to pick one, if someone said to you, what one Marvel character do we want to see in Legends form? What comes to your mind? Because I got stumped. I was like, I can't think of one. I can think of lots for different particular reasons. But what one? Which one do I want? I don't know. It's pressure. So you answer it in the chat and we'll go to Rich because Rich has got an answer. He actually lied to me when he originally gave me his list because he changed it here. It is.
I thought about it. There could only be one answer. Apologies to 16 Shooter because it was originally Angel.
It was.
And I changed it again. It's never Angel. He always gets popped out for something else. So yeah, it is of course a Starjammers 2-pack with Hepzibah and Raza.
I told
Raza
you.
in a voice as well.
I told you hairy women would be back today. I told you.
So this is I've gone for like kind of like they've done with the Guardians of the Galaxy where Moo Dragon's in a modern look and Drax in the classic look. So it's classic Raza. And then Hepzibah is in a modern look by Russell Dortman. Hepzibah. But this just looks like these two we needed. And do you know what? I don't mind about accessories. Like he needs his sword and he does need a gun. But that's all I want in this pack. Is just 2 hands with the right number of fingers for Chode. That would be like an apology for everyone. Like they've done before, with the extra Shadow King head the extra Magneto head. Just give us the 2 hands with the right amount of fingers for Chode, and then you'll make a lot of people happy. And then they'll go back and pick up that X-Men wave as well. Much slept on the X-Men wave. I like that from earlier this year. With money, buy money.
If this was a 2-pack revealed this week, not saying that the bar was very high, but like...
Walmart buyer, where were you? Yeah. This is what you want to be asking for next year.
This is what I'm saying.
Hello, Hasbro. I don't want your shit. I want this.
This is what I mean. This is what's disappointing. This is what's frustrating, right? Is that... Why haven't we got this? Why are we getting 6-armed Spider-Man and Morbius when they've still got characters like this to do that would make perfect sense in a 2-pack? Like I want to know. Obviously, there's reasonings that like are behind closed doors that we're never going to know. But why? Why do we not get stuff like this? And just would everyone be happy with this? Apart from the kids that don't know who the Starjammers maybe. So
they could have made that Spider-Man 6-pack work. Like if the 6-armed Spider-Man work, if they had painted the lines on, give him like all pinless limbs. If they'd give him alternate hands, they could have made that figure.
Agreed.
People would be like, wow, they've redeemed themselves. Yeah. Instead, they put in an ab crunch and people were like, nah, not enough. Meh.
It's just sad that we get that as a 2-pack. And there's stuff like this we still want. Like, come on, Hasbro, read between the lines. You give us team members, we want to finish these teams. So I've now got an idea, Rich, inspired by Rich's idea of a 2-pack that completes a team. So I've decided. So White Rabbit, you're out of here. You're out of here. My suggestion, Rich, is a 2-pack with Charlie 27 and Martin X to complete the original 4 Guardians of the Galaxy in comic form. How about that? That's a good 2-pack, right?
That would be a good 2-pack, yeah. And then you've got one big character and one slightly smaller one as well.
There you go. It
kind of works out.
But no, you get this instead. This is what you get instead, right? You're getting this. Take it or leave it. Well, I'll leave it and start daydreaming about our 2-packs instead. This is why you need me and Rich in the boardroom, all right? We'd be the people that would stand on that table and go, no. We don't need that. We need this, okay? Just pay us to be consultants. We'll make it happen. We'll make the community very happy. Probably not the Hasbro CEOs like, but it's all right. We'll take them down. Right. Next question was final Spider-Man VHS reveal. Well, you know where I'm going. No messing around with this one. Let's jump straight in. So today, literally today, this arrived at my door. Mary Jane Watson in the yellow sweater. My mind's eye of Mary Jane, because forever in the 90s, my introduction to all of these Spider-Man characters were through the animated show. So that will always be my mind's eye of Mary Jane. Very happy to make it happen. But Mary Jane needs a Peter Parker. They're a pair. They go together. And Peter Parker has a small wardrobe. Let's be honest. He's not a very rich kid. He only takes pictures of Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson doesn't pay him very well. He can't afford many clothes. So in the animated show, he only actually had like 2 or 3 looks. So either one of them, whether we get like the shirt with the pink sort of salmon top, that's fine. Or this t-shirt that you can actually buy. And I've made a promise to the world. If this Peter Parker is revealed in this outfit, I will go to Disney Store and buy that exclusive Peter Parker shirt and then review the 2-pack in that shirt, all right? And you just want to see that happen. I'm sure you do. So, yeah, I want to see Peter Parker. But he's just the cherry on top of the cake. The real delight of this 2-pack is the Chameleon. The one glaring gap in our Spider-Man Road gallery for this sort of animated-inspired retro card look is Chameleon. We haven't had a Chameleon since the 2015 Rhino Build-A-Figure wave. And even then, it was a suited body with a hammerhead that we've already got re-released, a J. Jonah Jameson that we've already got re-released, and Chameleon. So we need a Chameleon. He's got to be. So if I had to make one prediction for Comic-Con, it would be we're going to see a Chameleon, an animated-inspired Chameleon. Now, selfishly, I know I've said here on the VHS card, if I was making the decision, I would prefer it on the retro card. That's just me. That's just my preference. But I will happily take it on the VHS card as well. But if that didn't happen, because they're saving it... Like, if they reveal the 4th VHS pack and it's not this, but later down the line we get a Chameleon on the retro card, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But we need Chameleon. Make it happen. I know Jay's Doors Collection agrees with me. So that's my prediction for the 2-pack, which I think... high potential, it's likely with a civilian. Last 2 packs have had civilian villain, and Chameleon did change into Peter on multiple occasions in the show. You can put another head in there for a different character, like we've said earlier. So that's me. But Rich has got probably an even better idea, to be fair. So Rich, I'll throw it to you. Your 2-pack is.
So it is Madam Web and Stan Lee. I wanted to pull on the heartstrings and like Comic-Con, like what better than Stan Lee. Stan Lee narrates the animated series, and of course is in the last episode. And Madam Web is obviously the like clairvoyant who guides Spider-Man through the later seasons, and she's also voiced by Stan Lee's real life wife. So what better 2-pack than Madam Web and Stan Lee? I can already hear everyone at Hasbro kicking themselves for not deciding this, because I don't think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be Dan's choice. But this would be a cracking 2-pack, especially to reveal at San Diego Comic-Con. Give Madam Web her massive throne. Like, Stan Lee just needs his glasses just to narrate everything, and it would be a great set. Yeah. So I would pick this one.
Great. I love this idea, because we've already had a Stan Lee represented in movie form through his cameo in the original Avengers. We even got the little the chessboard, didn't we, with him? So now let's have a Stan Lee in animated form, so we can cameo on our shelves within our 616 or whatever. And yeah, Madam Web's perfect choice. Another character that we really want from that animated show. But for the connection Rich said as well, it's just a fun, like, little Easter egg for people that know. But if this wasn't to happen, we still need a Madam Web, like, and again with a throne as well, like. So could they fit a throne in a retro card? Maybe. It is a bigger box. But if this doesn't happen because we get Madam Web further down the line with her throne doing her justice, then again we'll be fine with it. But Madam Web, I need her as well for my shelf. I really, really do.
She could also be like your deluxe figure, like a big throne.
And she's like an M. Madam Web. Mojo, Madam Web. Continue with the M Deluxes. There we go. We come back around. See, we run a professional show here. That's perfect, Rich. Yes. Madam Web is the deluxe figure with her big throne. Perfect. Yes, let's do that. But yeah, I love the idea of an animated Stan Lee as well, for sure, because he plays himself, doesn't he? Peter goes through into a universe where he's the comic writer for all those characters. So yeah, really, really good. Like it. I like it a lot. So there you go. That is me and Rich sort of brainstorming, just talking out loud, thinking out loud amongst you guys about what we would like to see or what we think's going to see at San Diego Comic-Con. But you tell us, you guys give us your predictions in the chat, and we'll read a couple of yours before we get out of here. Let me go back to the chat actually and see what people's hype levels are for San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, there's me. I hate not being able to see my pre-screen these days. Stupid crashing Streamlabs stresses me out. Right, there it is. Right, let me have a look. Marvel Legends reveals at San Diego Comic-Con will be 38% of you say great, I'm excited. 10% of you say amazing, best Legends ever. 33% say okay, they'll be fine. But 18% say poor, disappointing. So what I think those 18% of people are doing is they're setting their expectations low. They're setting them low so they don't get too hyped, they don't get too excited, because then it's easier for Hasbro to impress them if they set the bar so low. So I get what game they're playing. I usually live my life like that. Just expect the worst. Then when the good happens, you're like, that was nice. So
do you think that's why they revealed six-armed Spider-Man this week? So everyone would be like,
genius!
This is terrible. So when the reveals come around, even if they like mediocre, people will be, well, it's better than the one we had last week. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Well done, Hasbro.
That is genius. Hasbro, reveal this week to set all our expectations super low so that when the reveals do happen, we're all amazed because it was better than that 2-pack. Genius marketing. Bravo. So yeah, people are generally excited though. So let's see some of your predictions. What are you guys saying in regards to any of the categories? As I said, Rich threw a couple at us. He said prediction reveal, wave reveal, a particular figure, a VHS 2-pack. We might not even see the 2-pack reveal, by the way. They may save that for PulseCon. Usually there's a lot of reveals at that PulseCon event, which we know we're going to get later in the year. So we're not going to see everything, but we'll see a lot. We are going to see a lot. Shout out to Los who just subscribed as well. Welcome. Los. Welcome anyway. You're here now. Teach me how to say your name in the chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, Madam Web would have to have her chair, says Antonio, sorry. Yes, absolutely, because you can't see her legs. She's like a snake. She's wearing a onesie like a giant Maggie Simpson, do you know? So, yeah, she needs a chair to sit down.
Maggie Simpson.
You know what I'm saying? The baby grow type thing, yeah? So, yeah, she would need a chair. So that's what we said. M Deluxe. There you go. Modoc, Mojo, Madam Web. Yeah, Arvin agrees. We need a Madam Web. Deluxe Madam Web, I'm down for that. See, there you go. Take these ideas, Hasbro. You're welcome. Retro Vintage said, no one's excited about the best of Infinity Saga wave except for me, her. That's not true. That's not true. I would also like to see some more Infinity Saga figures. One of my favourite summer programs was genuinely the Infinity Saga program, because they gave us like characters that we were missing, as well as upgrades to some of the more popular designs. So I would love to see some more of them revisit some of the MCU character designs that didn't really get what they're capable of when they were released. Like the original Guardians. The first Guardians movie was one of my favourites, still is one of my favourite MCU films. Those Guardian outfits with the orange jacket, or the orange jumpsuit for Rocket, for example. I'd love to see those character designs with the current technology and capabilities we've got now. Like the Legacy. We've seen Black Panther's Legacy line, right? Last year, where they re-released the figures from the first Black Panther movie, but with a few tweaks. I'd like to see that type of concept with some MCU movies. Yeah, absolutely. Iron Man 2 is another big one where we've never got a Whiplash. We could get a War Machine. We could get Justin Hammer with any of his little drones. We could get a Black Widow from that movie too. Like, there's loads of MCU movies they could revisit. You got any ideas in regards to the MCU, Rich? What you'd like to see?
Just like updated bodies, because like a lot of like the Winter Soldier wave, all of that could use to be updated. Like like Cap, Black Widow.
Stealth suit Cap would be really good. Updated. One of the most. He wore it in Endgame as well, so it's like a costume design. Because of its popularity, and even Chris Evans himself said it was his favourite, so they brought it back. The Russos brought it back in Endgame.
And then like harder to get figures like Maria Hill, which I've never owned. I'd like.
I've got Maria Hill on the shelf. R.I.P. For no reason, no spoilers. But Maria Hill. We've only had her in a 3-pack with Coulson. So, yeah, the only way to get the Coulson and Maria Hill is in that S.H.I.E.L.D. 3-pack from the first Avengers.
He did Coulson as well. I mean, because, he had a whole show.
He did.
For, like, 6 years. So...
Yeah, 7 seasons, I think, that had in the end. He went to space and everything. I did watch it, the first couple of seasons, and then I sort of fizzled out. But
yeah, I watched the first 2 and then.
Yeah, I'd take a Daisy Johnson though. She was like one of the main characters, all right. Quake was in it. Like,
yeah,
I'd take a live action Daisy Johnson.
Agent May Ming-Na Wen was in it as well.
Yeah.
She was really good in it, so I would like it as well.
Bobby was in it. Mockingbird was in it, wasn't it? Did they ever refer to as
for
Mockingbird?
A little bit? Yeah, she was supposed to have a spin-off, and then it just went nowhere.
They filmed the pilot, but never happened. Yeah. Yeah, curious. Okay, need new male New Mutants, says Jimmy Boy. Absolutely. There's so many teams. Like, me and Richard done whole streams on, like, we did a whole stream on the teams that literally need one character to finish the team. Do you know what I mean? Like, we picked 10 and out of more than 10. So Hasbro could do like 3 reveals and complete 3 different teams across the the Marvel universe. Come on, make it happen. Like, we need some hairy females. As Rich said, Hepzibah for the Starjammers. We've got for X Factor, Wolfsbane, and then for
X-Force,
Feral. Yeah. Yes, that's the one. There's the 3 hairy women I'm thinking of. So yeah, Antonio says I'd love AOS personally. Infinity War, Endgame, Star-Lord, says Jason Lopez. I'll tell you an underrated MCU film, I think, and I see a lot of people diss this movie in regards to the Avengers film, but Age of Ultron. I actually like Age of Ultron. I don't understand people's big, like, I understand if you don't like the film, fair enough, each to your own, but people seem to really drag on Age of Ultron like it's a terrible film. Like, I like Age of Ultron. I'd quite happily sit and watch that again. Never had an issue with the rewatch. We got the twins. We could get Scarlet Witch in well, we haven't got Scarlet Witch from that, but we've actually got a Quicksilver from Fingerboot. We never got Scarlet Witch in that look, I don't think. Got Vision as well.
Not in Legends,
yeah,
the black dress with like the red like shirt over the top on her.
We could get what's his name? Who's in the castle? The villain. Not Baron Mordo. Is it? No, it's not.
Von Strucker.
Von Strucker. Yes, he's in that, and he was a role in one of the post-credit scenes. Just another MCU bad guy. New Fox movie wave, says Antonio. Would you want that? Like the original X-Men?
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, in the black costumes.
I would buy like Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, Storm as well. Yeah, with all the multiple wigs. You could literally have like the G.I. Joe do.
Oh, the interchangeable hairs.
So you get like crap wig from the first movie, crap wig from the second movie, okay wig from the third movie, good wig from Days of Future Past. You could like get Halle Berry's wigs sorted.
I wouldn't be against that. Like, I'd really like Blade, 1998 Blade, Wesley Snipes Blade, predates even that. I'd take that in modern Hasbro form. Toy Biz did him back in the day because they were making Toy Biz at the time, clearly. But I'd take an updated, again, stuff they'd probably not do. But if we're just daydreaming here, then yeah, I'd have like an old school shelf. And like, now the multiverse is official and it's canon, and the sort of No Way Home sort of made sense. Like, it made sense for Toby and Andrew to be on the same screen. Do you know, like, so now I feel more comfortable with stuff like that on my shelf, because I can just think, that's my multiverse shelf. Because, and again, we actually seen in the behind the scenes photos of Wolverine and Deadpool this week, which I'm sure everyone has seen. There's an actual 20th Century Fox logo like on the floor. Have you seen like that post-apocalyptic?
Yeah.
So, and there's loads of rumors about who's popping up in that. I won't say any in case someone's trying to avoid spoilers, but.
And I tell you another set which would be like, you could do like a box set of, is the Illuminati from Multiverse of Madness. That would be a good set.
Because if you don't want it, you don't like it, you don't need it, you just skip that set. But if you do want it, you'd obviously want all of them, so you'd get the set. Yeah, we've got Monica Rambeau's mom as Captain Marvel. We've got John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. We've got a live action. What's his name? He's right here on my shelf, but I'm not moving him. Patrick Stewart, but we'd have him in the hover chair. And they have never reused that hover chair. Maybe they could find a way to reuse that hover chair. It would have to be stylized, maybe changed a little bit. Who am I missing?
Anson Mount as Black Bolt.
Yes. Oh, yeah, live action Black Bolt. Yeah.
Haley Atwell as a live action Agent Carter.
I'd take a live action Agent Carter. I like Haley Atwell. She's hot. And I think a figure would be good too. Dark Elves and Badrock for Damien. Yeah, Dark again.
Not Dark Elves. That's even worse than Age of Ultron. Oh.
But there are still MCU villains. Like I mentioned earlier, Whiplash. We've never had him in figure form. Malekith, we've never had him in figure form. Again, they may not be villains you particularly like, but if you are world building an MCU collection, then they're the big bads of those particular movies. So I'd buy them for my collection if they made them. And again, MCU army builders. How long have we been asking for MCU accurate Chitauri? Or the I always get their name wrong. Dark Knight Riders? No, they're not Riders. Outriders. Dark Knight Riders. Just fucking loads of black cars with those red beams.
Kit.
Yeah, MCU.
David Hasselhoff was in that Guardians of the Galaxy music video, isn't he?
He is. Yes, he is. He's not in the movies though, is he?
No, he's not in the movie.
You could get Sylvester Stallone if we're going to go back to 80s action heroes in live action.
To be fair, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, there's a load of characters missing. Like the big villain is missing, and like an updated Gamora is missing. I'd like him in like another 5-pack, like in the spacesuits and the coloured spacesuits.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Like they did a hot toy of Stan Lee in the spacesuit from the second movie in the Watcher gear type thing. Like I would take this would never happen, but I'd be interested to see it. Do you know, like a wave of Stan Lee cameos? Like, just why not? That'd be fun. Like as an exclusive or whatever. Walmart buyer, come on, Stan Lee cameos.
There was supposed to be one of that builder Stanley, and then
that's the one we got.
Cancelled at the last minute.
That is the one we ended up getting. It was always in that look anyway, that same look. We just got it as a full figure. But yeah, like Stan Lee's had some, like in Ragnarok, he's like that weird hairdresser guy, and who doesn't want Stan Lee DJ at the mall from the Deadpool movies? Do you know what I mean, or whatever it is? Stan Lee is Hugh Hefner from the original Iron Man 2. That's funny. Hive and Illusory is what Rich was alluding to in regards to Guardians 3. Interchangeable head with a scratched up face would be pretty cool. If you've seen the film, you know what? It is on Disney Plus now, right? I think. Is it?
Yeah. Oh no, it's on you
digital.
Can buy it,
digital,
but it's on. It should be on Disney Plus soon.
Yeah, if you've not seen it, people, it's worth a watch. I've not even seen. I want to see Indiana Jones, but I've not even seen like Flash. Didn't see Flash. Didn't see Spider-Verse. Didn't see Spider-Verse either.
Spider-Verse is good. I like Spider-Verse. See Spider-Verse before you see Flash.
Oh, okay, yeah, I need to seek that out. I told you, the animated concept put Amanda off. She didn't like the first one either. That's probably why.
She probably won't like the second one, and maybe rent that on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay, I've just got a little ping on my phone. A little interesting email. Interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Won't be at Comic-Con, you see, that's why. Sad times. Let's see what the chat say. Ian says comic Werewolf by Night on Dracula. Yeah, comic. Again, Marvel's Night's Wave, like we talked about earlier, that'd be pretty good. I liked Indy, by the way, people. If Indiana Jones was disappointed at the Fossil, I liked it. I thought they did pretty good within their boundaries. Like they did, even though he's an 80-year-old man, I felt like the film was quite realistic. Like he didn't do anything stupid crazy.
Yeah, it was too long though. I didn't mind it, but it was too long. And can we go back to films under 2 hours? Because like I drink a lot of slush puppies. I can't hold it in that long. Like if you're over 2 hours, like it's a commitment for me.
We're getting older, people. What can we say? We're getting
under
older.
2 hours, please. Under 2 hours for movies. Thanks very much. And not so many bloody adverts as well.
Half an hour of adverts yesterday. Half an hour.
I don't even go in now until like half an hour. Like if the start time's at 9, I'll go in at 9:30.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
'It was like the adverts were still going for like another 10 minutes.
Ridiculous.
Like, what are they doing?
Ridiculous. Yeah, annoying.
I paid to see your adverts now.
Need Spider-Verse, Spider-Man India 2, says Phil Jones. I'm sure the Spider-Verse could get another wave with all the variants. I've not even seen the film, but even from the trailer, you can clearly see you could whack another 6 figures in a wave with that new retro packaging. Well, it's not retro, you know what I mean? That new packaging. Yeah, they could do another wave of Spider-Verse figures, absolutely. Chikamun Kikiara agrees, Rich. An hour and a half for a film. It's good number there. Good number. Oh, talking about Indiana Jones. Sorry to... Like, because we've seen the toy reveals, right? I was sort of waiting for this character, and he pops up for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, we got a fucking toy of him, fucking random boat guy, fucking comes and goes. What about fucking Teddy? I said to Amanda there was a character called Teddy. She didn't believe me. Thought I was making it up. I was like, no, there's a character called Teddy who's more of a main character than fucking boat guy. Fucking he got the figure. Sad
you could have got Teddy and Helena on like the rickshaw thing, couldn't it? That would have been a good 2-pack.
Oh, what was it? A tuk-tuk. Give me a tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk, that's it.
Yeah, give me a tuk-tuk with Teddy. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Indiana Jones was fun. If you like Indiana Jones, you will like this film. I'm pretty confident in saying that. It's got the Indiana vibes. And it's got the theme tune. What's not to like about that?
Oh, if only they had some opening gates as well, Dan, you'd be there, wouldn't you?
A boulder that rolls and plays the theme tune. I'm in. Free in Japan. Where do I pay? Where do I pay? Swipe my card. Shall we check in on that just for shits and giggles? Right, let's have a look.
Has it gone up at all?
I don't know. Last time it was about 1,100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. This is going to be disappointing for anyone who wants gates. Ah, dear. Okay, here we go. Nah, ain't happening. Not happening. Not happening. If you want the gates, make sure, and you're at San Diego, make sure you take some nice pictures because that's the only time you're ever going to see it. The gates are not happening. Not happening. All right, let's go to our good friends at Toy Art. Let's have a quick scroll because it is San Diego Comic-Con season. There's lots of stuff being revealed. So before we get out of here, we can just have a little scroll, see what's been revealed. Have you noticed anything that's been revealed, Rich? There's some Star Wars stuff here. I know a lot of people are excited to see Star Killer, but I've never played the game, so I've got no attachment. But I know Star Wars fans are happy about seeing him in figure form.
No Leia, no Gaia. I'm not in.
Okay,
sorry.
no Leia. Doesn't fit his cube, but there's a Star Wars. That's the Star Wars exclusive. It's a free pack. Brandon's not here. I'm so sorry. Brandon left the show. So did Star Wars. Star Wars left with Brandon because, yeah, unless it's Leia, we don't know. But yeah, there you go. I've never played any of the Star Wars games. Sorry about that. And then we've got, this is the vintage collection as well. So we are getting him in 6-inch, but that's up for pre-order. This is the vintage collection. So yeah, sorry. There's our Star Wars recap. Good stuff. Lots to be said. McFarlane stuff.
It's a Batman, a Nightfall Batman, another Batman from Nightfall. Wow.
McFarlane made Batman.
But gold label this time.
What a crazy bastard. Can't believe he did that. Have I crashed my page? Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I ain't. McFarlane nearly crashed my page then. I do like the Nightfall design, to be fair. Very classic looking style.
The packaging for all these exclusives does look
extra,
high end.
Very extra,
the bases and everything,
and then the shit figure inside. It's like wrapping a turd in fucking wrapping paper, isn't it? What do they call it? Polishing a turd.
It's better than all the blooming little paper bags and cardboard that we get. Absolutely. I mean, this feels nicer than that.
Oh, maybe that's a prediction for San Diego. I'll come back to that. Phil Jones says, channel member for 28 months. Phil Phones, you are a legend, my friend. He says Deadpool and Blob accessories on Instagram. Check Mr. Stevie. Oh, a live little check. All right. Anyone want a screenshot and just send me the picture? No? Okay, fair enough. I asked. Mr. Steve, I am live on
28.
YouTube.
Can we catch them all?
Mr. Stevie. Mr. Steve. Oh, God's sake. I fucking hate it. Getting Instagram on the web is so painful. It's so shit. Okay.
Oh, Brandon's in the chat. Greg, Arvin Shah, they all really like Starkiller, so they are fans of that. How many stars has he killed? Let me know in the chat.
Can someone just screenshot these and send me the pictures? Because, look, this is what happens when I try and zoom in, right? So this is me zooming in. For some reason, on the web, it gets smaller. Look, that's me zooming in. What the fuck? But the images are there. I can't see the screen so small. It looks like they've both got lightsabers.
Oh, do you know what they've both got? That's not real. It's not real.
The cannon?
No, they've got the Black Knight sword.
Oh, that's just some bullshit reuse. That is. That's just nonsense.
They've got it in blue and red, so it must be like
Deadpool half mask face. It seems for Deadpool. I'm okay with that half mask face for Deadpool. I'm okay with that. We need more half mask face for Peter, by the way. We haven't got one since Pete's Spider-Man.
To be fair though, there is a lot of hands for Deadpool. Look,
oh, nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and some. Are they the accessories that came with one of the Shang-Chi figures? I think they are. Shang-Chi. Right, there you go. Mr. Stevie's got the actual pictures up. Yeah, Bob comes with a laser sword. his 2 guns, and Deadpool comes with the pink rocket launcher for no reason with a boxing glove, which we haven't seen since that Deadpool single pack Deadpool. What's in the box? I can't see. I can't zoom in enough to see. Can you see what that is? What's in his briefcase? Is that an Easter egg of some sort?
I can't see. Let's look at it.
Someone's gonna have to.
Where are you getting that? Where's that picture to?
It's on Mr. Stevie. Just scroll across these images on Mr. Stevie. I'm gonna see if any of my friends have actually screenshotted and sent me these pictures so I can zoom in properly. Real test of their friendship here. Let's have a look.
I can't see that one with the inside of the thing. That's not on mine.
It must be. It's the same bloody thing.
I got 9 figures. I got Deadpool and Bob, then I've got Deadpool on the beach with the swords. Then I've got him on a galaxy background. Then Deadpool in the bush, the flowers.
Not one of the fuckers a screenshot and put them in the group chat. Fine, fuck yous all. It's not like I'm live on YouTube trying to make sure Streamlabs don't crash.
Go back to that Bob. Screen grab that Bob figure because that's not on there. Put that up again.
Hang on, I told you. It's Instagram is so poor on the web. It's so bad. What, the one with the briefcase open? Is that the one you can't find?
It's not showing up on mine for some reason.
I can't even zoom in, so that's all I've got.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, is that from Doctor Strange? Wonder Wrath from Doctor Strange.
Why can't I see that one? What's Instagram doing?
That's the pictures I see. Still a...
Oh, thank you, Joe Wesley. He sent me that picture so I can zoom in. Okay.
Look, California Red Devil saying just zoom in. California Red Devil, watch, right? This is me looking at Instagram on the web, me zooming in on my web page, okay? Are you ready for this? This is zooming in. Ready? Zoom, 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 zoom. It actually gets smaller when I zoom in. Instagram on the web is a piece of shit. I'm more of a... I've always preferred Twitter anyway. There you go. So yeah, I can't zoom. That's why I said someone screenshot and send it me.
Oh, there you go. Phil's put it in the
Thank you.
chat.
See, I knew Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
I knew. Thank you very much, Phil. There we go. Thank you very much, Phil. There we go. Now I can zoom. Alright, I can zoom properly. Right. There we go. Now we can look properly. Alright, let's go back. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. There we go. Now we've got an enhanced look. See, they had better technology in the fucking 90s action movies. So yes, the Wonder Wrath. But it looks like it's one solid piece. There's even a banana in there as well. I think that's one solid piece just stuck in the briefcase.
He's got his Hydra flask as well, like he's going on Love Island.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah. Antonio just sent me a Twitter. Thank you very much. I've always preferred Twitter. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I'm gonna end this stream with just an inbox full of this picture now. Thank you everyone. Just open the post in a new window. Retro Vintage, it doesn't work that way. Trust me, I've tried. It won't let you click an individual picture and open it in a new window. It doesn't let you. I promise you. It's on Google Chrome, if that makes a difference to anyone. Anyway, we do all of that for that. A banana. Great. That was worth the hassle. Thanks for that, everyone. Someone could have just told me it was a fucking banana, and I wouldn't have wasted 5 minutes of the show trying to zoom in on a banana. Never mind.
Get your yellow lightsabers now, quick, before they sell out.
Rich, apart from Marvel Legends, right? This is our last show before San Diego. What other brands are you excited to see reveals for? Because we collect everything, don't we? Let's be honest. No.
So honestly, the thing I'm most excited to see is what Jada Toys are going to show. I like the Evil Ryu is, even with this Deadpool pack, that's my most wanted SDCC exclusive. So fingers crossed someone will be able to get it. And I want to see the future waves of Street Fighter figures. Like we've had Wave 2 revealed. Hopefully they'll have them. But hopefully we'll see Wave 3, maybe Wave 4 even, or at least hints of what's to come. And they're going to announce what the new licenses they've got. They've got the Mega Man toys coming out as well, which look great. So it's exciting to see someone new coming up with all these different properties, see what they've got. But as well, just to see what everyone's going, see what Mattel have got with their He-Man figures, if they've got anything there with that. McFarlane as well. See if I ever get a Wonder Woman comic book figure ever. That would be great, Todd.
Yeah, that's not happening.
All the exclusives, still no Wonder Woman.
I'm just trying to have a look at Street Fighter real quick. Try and get a picture of all the characters.
Oh yeah, Paul McCarthy in the chat says higher toys Judge Dredd in 1/12 scale. That would be great because to be fair, they are like 1/18 scale figures have been like quite good. They look really good, really detailed. So 1/12 scale would be great.
I think Jay's Toys Collection's got them as well. The smaller scale stuff. Here we have Street Fighter 2, the character sort of list up on screen. So who would you like to see, Rich? Who's your favourites? Cammy, I suppose, is up there, right?
Cammy's my main, so Cammy would be the one I want to see. But equally, like Guile, Vega. I love Vega. Like I've got the Sota Vega figure still. Like Vega would be a good figure. Blanca, like Zangief, E Honda, like T-Hawk, like these big characters. And again, I'd like to see like so. This is like Street Fighter 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 are these 16 characters, but like. Beyond this, there's like so many different ones. Like the new Street Fighter games, Street Fighter 6 has just come out. There's so many like great new characters. Like Kimberly's design in that I really like. She's got a great design, so I'd like to see her. Like Sakura, Dan, like from Street Fighter Alpha. I could go on and on and on because I really do love Street Fighter. But yeah, and hopefully then they'll get like with Mega Man as well. You kind of got like Marvel vs. Capcom. Like kind of like characters, so hopefully they get other licenses like Darkstalkers, Resident Evil, and like we can get them into the mix as well.
Different. That's another. Do you reckon it'll be another game from Jada?
They've said it's going to be the license that they've hinted at on Unparalleled Show was an animated show, and it was a newer anime that I don't think has ever had figures before. I think that's what they said. So I think people guessing in the chat, and no, I don't think he said. June said no one got it right. So it would be great to see what that is. But again, like hopefully, I mean, now that these have like hit, like people really like these figures as well, and the Mega Man ones look good as well, and the Universal Monster figures they've done as well. Like I mean, I've got the Bride of Frankenstein. That's a good figure as well. Like hopefully, like they'll be able to get like better licenses, improve them more, and that's the thing. They're always improving their figures as well, which is what I like about Jada. Like they're still quite new to it, but I mean they've been doing the metal figures for years now. Like so they've obviously got contacts out there with companies. So it's interesting to have like a new player like
in the sort of 6-inch room,
yeah. So that'd be good to see more.
I haven't got any in hand yet. Mine are pre-ordered at Star Action. I've got all 3 of Wave 1 pre-ordered. Nothing arrived yet. I know some of the UK lads. Tom was showing off on Legends and Liquor or on the Inner Circle last week. Maybe some of the lads will have it on Legends and Liquor this week. We'll find out. But I'm intrigued, like you said, just for that new 6-inch scale. I always love a new property that can scale with my main, like my miscellaneous shelf is full of characters that I feel like can fit in the same world, like the multiverse of my favourite franchises. So I'll be curious to see where they go with that. But I want to get them in hand. Need to get them in hand. You got any of them in hand yet yourself? You ain't either.
None of the Street Fighter ones. Like I've got Bride of Frankenstein and the creature from the Black Lagoon. I've got those 2 in the Universal Monster.
They were on sale on Amazon yesterday, and like Bride of Frankenstein was like $12.50, and I nearly brought her just check it out because I haven't actually got any of them. And I know Rich, you've just said you got one, but Phil said he got Werewolf by Night. So yeah, well, he's not Werewolf by Night, it's just Werewolf, obviously.
The Werewolf.
You could use it as Werewolf by Night, I suppose. Interesting.
Wolfman, innit? I think the Universal Wolfman.
Cool. So Jada Toys is a good shout. I guess our pick. What I'm obviously going to say is NECA. Always curious to see what NECA reveal. Last year we got all the dios for the Turtles, and it's been over a year, and we still haven't got any more details than that. We thought we'd have pre-orders. They told us pre-orders by like September, and never happened. So something went wrong there. So maybe more details on them. Where else they're going to go in the Toon World? I want to see. They've got to get the Turtles out there again. Like to keep that line strong. Now they're getting so obscure. They need to give the community an option to get the Turtles again to entice people that are a bit intimidated by how deep the lines get in to be able to get the Turtles. So I think they're going to put the Turtles out in another 4-pack, similar to Turtles in Disguise, but a different bunch of accessories. And I think it's going to be like the punk Turtles with the like varsity jackets and like the sunglasses. I think that would be a great way to go to continue the Toon animated line and also get the Turtles back out to the market. Maybe it will drop the value down as well of the Turtles in Disguise pack, which is a pretty penny on the aftermarket too. So yeah, I want to see where that goes. And also I'm always curious what new franchises they get. Like I got really excited when they first revealed Gargoyles, and then they revealed the dinosaurs last year, and then they've only just been shown properly recently. The pre-order's very soon, so I'm curious if they show more of the family this year. Do you know we get the family? I said I'd buy the family at least. So yeah, curious, or maybe more Turtle crossover with the monsters too. So yeah, NECA behind Marvel Legends. I think NECA is always a strong one. And then I have to shout out, since it's the other show on my channel, Joe's. They actually have a panel. Like Power Rangers doesn't have a panel, but Joe's does, and that's the day after. I think that's the Saturday, not the Friday. So there will be some Joe news as well. So yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Turtles, but again, it's Comic-Con. I always like seeing the third-party stuff as well. Do you know, the stuff that you don't expect to see, but is there on show through the pictures? So yeah, thank you, JC, continuing his membership at the Members Club. He knows it's Legends and Liquor this weekend. That's why he's getting his membership ready, locked in. So if you are a member at the Members Club, just like JC is right there, that entitles you to become a guest on Legends and Liquor this week. That's right, you support the channel, you get to be on the channel. It is such a simple concept, and we're forever building this community of great people and great collectors. So yeah, if you want to be on the channel, you want to be on the show, do what JC just did, become a channel member at the Members Club tier, and let me know you want to come on Legend of Liquor. You can be on this Sunday. Literally this Sunday. Come and talk Comic-Con with us. If you're excited about stuff that we haven't mentioned, you come and tell us. Again, me and Rich, we like what we like, but by no means do we claim to know it all or talk about everything. So you just seen us spend 30 seconds on Star Wars, for God's sake. So if anyone wants to come and show Star Wars the attention it deserves, then feel free. But there you go. Anything else then, Rich, before we get out of here?
No, I think that's about everything. But like, hopefully this year at Comic-Con, because this like less of like the big movies, like there's no Marvel Studios that there, we will get like more toys and comic book news like that. So it'd be like, that would be great. I think
Comic-Con?
From this time,
comic book news at
I know.
Comic-Con. What a concept!
But it's like, I'd like to see like all Artist Alley. There's going to be like all the artists about. There'll probably be like new comic books and stuff like announced, so that'll be great. And I think it's like Comic-Con getting back to normal this year as well. Like people can like look around, go everywhere, meet up. Like I don't know what it's like in America, but it seems to be a bit more relaxed over here with like masks and stuff like that now. It seems to be more normal, I think. And yeah, and I've already like the artist like something. I've already got this like Russell Waterman. Not Black Widow. This is Scarlet Witch, like all the variant costumes. So I got this one off Russell Dauterman, and I got this
Storm as well. Very nice.
Storm with all the different costumes. So I got like the Jean Grey one was like the one I got I think before COVID happened. Like that one was released. So
Very
the
nice.
fact that he's now people are now doing like prints again, doing like artwork, selling stuff, like that's great as well. But yeah, these are great. If you want them, russelldoterman.com, go and check them out. He's for sale on there, and they signed as well. So yeah,
they look nice, very nice. Yeah, Cloud in the chat. 28 months. See you all Sunday. You will indeed. Thank you very much, Cloud. Been supporting for 28 months. Absolutely insane. That's another day one person right there, I think. Right, yeah, like Rich said, exciting times, not just for toys, but in the whole world of all this fandom that we like. Always curious. But again, we've got Legend of Liquor until then, and then me and Rich will be back next Friday. So remember, this show next week will be Friday, and we will be straight after, maybe not straight after, maybe like half an hour after, but we will be live after the Marvel Legends panel to give a live reaction and feedback on the panel. So again, fingers crossed someone out there is going to film it so we can actually watch it, because obviously we're not going to be in San Diego, we're going to be here, and it will be a little bit later for us in the UK. We'll probably go live at about 10, maybe half 10. Maybe we'll get some guests on. Who knows? Not promising anything. We'll see how the night goes. But yeah, we'll be back next Friday. But as I said, one more time, people, if you want to be on Legends and Liquor this Sunday, please become a channel member at the Members Club tier, and then send me a DM. Say, Dan, I'm a member. Let's get involved in this. And you're in. Simple as that. Tell me group 1, group 2. I'll get you in there. And if you have no preference, that's great as well, because that does always help me out. Massively appreciated. So, Rich, until then, tell the people where they can find you online.
You can find me at Displayed Once on Instagram. I think. Where's that again?
Yeah.
There's too many.
Are you still on Fred's?
Instagram.
Have you on Fred's?
I haven't posted anymore, but I haven't got this week's comics yet, so I'll get them on Saturday, and then I will post my 5 reviews this week.
I don't even have the app on my actual phone. I had it on my work phone just to check it out, but I try and ignore my work phone as much as possible. So I've genuinely not been on there. I have no idea what's going on in there. It could be the greatest thing on the internet, but I wouldn't have a clue. Not even been on Threads since the first day or so. So yeah. But until then, you can find me on Instagram, all that good stuff. As I said, I'll be back for Sunday, and then hopefully I'll be doing loads of reviews as well. I will be doing this review tomorrow. I'll do as many I've got all 3 of the Green Goblins, so I'll do comparison head swaps, and then I'll be gushing over Mary Jane. Of course, there she is, giving us a wave goodbye. And then I've also got to finish off the Marvels wave. So plenty of Marvel Legends reviews up until some new Marvel Legends reveals, all the same. All right. So until then, people, Rich, give them a word of the day before we get out of here.
There can only be one word a day. It is Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. There you go. Nice and simple, people. All right. Write it in the comments, and we will see you on the next one. Maybe Jocasta will read it out. Actually, she won't, because that's only reviews. But if you want to see your comment read out, go and write a comment on my last review, okay? And maybe Jocasta will pick it. And let's be honest, it's not exactly a random robot picking it. It's me. I'm picking the ones I like. So if you get my attention...
The Marvel Boy review. Leave it on the Marvel Boy review. And give it a thumbs up while you're there.
Go to the Marvel Boy review and write a comment. And maybe your comment will be read out by Jocasta, the newest member of the Who crew. And let's see how long this gimmick lasts for before it does my head in. Don't worry, I've already planned an out if it does do my head in. But write Comic-Con in the comments of this video. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, I said that already. That's fine.